Hi everyone. So I'm officially about to start my YouTube channel. My name is Taisha. People call me Quan. People call me Ty. It depends on what stage of life you entered. It depends. It doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm about to start my YouTube. This is something that I've been kind of pondering on for a long time now. And I've just said I've got to do it because, not that I have time, honestly, but it's just something that I really have to do because it's just been kind of tugging at me for a while. So I've just been debating, do I start, do I not? So many people are doing YouTube. So nevertheless, here I am. So the name of my channel is TieOfAllTrades. And if you know me, you know that I'm a Jill of all trades. I love just getting out there and doing any and everything. I'm creative. Mostly that's how I associate myself. If I ever have to describe myself, I would just say I'm creative. I don't know how much of creativity you're going to see on my YouTube channel, but just as far as like imagination goes and things that I think about. But nevertheless, so I'm going to start just kind of advertising, hopefully get into some advertisements and reviews. I've been kind of using Fenty for a while, so that is what I'm going to do today, and just like do my introductory video. So I'm doing my mask. Today is Self-Care Sunday, and I am using my Fenty Cookies and Cream mask. I've cleaned my face and also did my exfoliant. So now I'm about to use my mask, and so mask with me today while I just talk about some things that I plan on doing. So if you follow me on TikTok, you know I've already done a review on the cookies and cream. So this is what it looks like inside. It's kind of marshmallowy. That's the word I need to use, marshmallowy. And it has like little pebbles of charcoal in it. So that's what I'm going to do my mask today with, and just kind of take care of myself. And this was a great way for me to do my introductory video. So what will I be talking about on the channel? A lot. You can't be the Jill of all trades and you just, you know, one-dimensional, and that is not me. So I will be doing reviews, some vlogging, talking about some health and beauty, some makeup. I also braid hair, so I'm kind of getting into that now, which interestingly enough, braiding hair has become somewhat a therapy for me at this stage in life. I've always done hair, but never just put myself out there to do it on a regular basis because I am an educator, and I've been an educator for 19 years. So this is my 19th year in education. So guess who's gonna be retiring in, I don't know when I'm gonna retire, but about 10 years, I guess you can say. So but that is my full-time job, and so part-time I got a lot going on, like I said. But like going back, braiding is becoming my therapy. So not that I really need therapy or was looking for something therapeutic, but as I started, I was like, oh, this is so peaceful and calm. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Also, just dabbling in some other things. Anything that I think about, I want to do or try. It's no limit, baby. So yeah, that's where I am. Photography. I kind of wanted, well, I do have a photography channel, but I haven't really done much with it. I don't know if you know me and you've been following me for a while. Photography, I actually started in 2007. So I actually started with a Kodak. Let me start over. Cut. I started with a Kodak Easy Share camera, and it became somewhat of a hobby, and just kind of expanded to a business. So I kind of changed my mind as far as the avenue that I want to take with photography. As I mentioned earlier, I'm a creative. I love creativity, and anything that I'm in if I feel like it's becoming more of a task or a job, I'm gonna kind of step back from it. And that's exactly what it was becoming. I took frequent breaks a lot. Even when I was just, I was still heavy in photography, but I would take a break because creatives do that. They have to take creative breaks. But I just found myself not in love with it like I was. I invested a lot of money in some equipment, which I'm actually using right now for this video. I'm using my Sony A7 camera, and I just, just not in love with it like I was. But maybe that'll come back. But if it does come back, I've definitely decided that it will not be in the form of, photography consistently. I want to do, not necessarily venture into videography, but the way my brain is set up and my imagination is set up, I want to do something creative and do it at my own pace, and I make the rules. And like I said, just be creative with it, not anything that's, steady. So yeah. What are some things that I'm going to be talking about on my channel? Definitely, like I said, makeup, beauty. Not necessarily beauty like that, but I am also doing makeup. But going to, like I said, with braiding hair, putting some of that on my channel. I love TV. I love TV. Since I've been busy, like I'm working on my doctorate, so I'm writing my dissertation right now, and I have not been able to just fully dedicate myself, to like watching TV consistently. I have some shows that I love, which I am going to be reviewing. The House of Dragons. I am going to do that. I absolutely love Game of Thrones, and I've been debating on, if not, I want to watch Game of Thrones for the third time, just to kind of warm me up to the House of Dragons, which comes on August the 21st or 22nd, one of those days. But I am going to talk about that. If anybody's interested, I don't know what demographic would be interested in that, because I don't see a lot of people in my timeline talking about Game of Thrones or interested in watching the House of Dragons, but that's what I'm gonna talk about. Yeah, so this mask feels so good. I'm gonna actually let it stay on a little longer today. I think I missed my mask last week, and yeah, I ain't too happy about that. But let me tell you the journey that I'm on health wise. So I have been in the process of losing weight for up to 10 years now. I love to eat. I love food. I absolutely love food. But I'm getting to that stage where it's kind of like, okay, let's get a little bit more health conscious. I love to exercise when I dedicate myself. Once I get started exercising, I'm good. But I just can't fall off, because if I fall off, then it's going to be hard to get back on it. So I wouldn't consider myself necessarily athletic. I did run track for like a year. I played basketball. I've been playing basketball ever since I was in middle school. Grew up playing basketball in the projects. As far as athletic goes, like that's where I, that's why I consider myself athletic. So when I'm talking about exercising, mostly walking, I love to walk in the neighborhood. And gym wise, I did have a membership. I canceled it, and then I started, I got a membership at Planet Fitness in February or March. Have not gone yet, not one time. I love to work out in the garage. I love YouTube videos to kind of get me going, but I just love being at home now. Traveling. I'll probably talk about a little traveling. We have a membership with Travel Smart, and we got that in 2019, and so we just plan on doing a whole lot of traveling as soon as like my schedule allows. Probably a lot more next year perhaps, but yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more of that, or talk about that, and that's all. So I hope that this is engaging, or will be engaging, where you would say, okay, I want to see what she has going on. This is my introductory video. I'm not necessarily a talker because I talk fast, very fast, and sometimes I have to tell myself, girl, slow down, slow down. But yeah, so I'm just gonna sit here and file my nails. I'm not a prissy girl. You know, some people are prissy. I'm not. I never have been. I don't even carry a purse. I have a little throw that I use, crossbody, but I'm not a purse girl. I'm not a label girl. I'm just regular, which is something that I do want to talk about. People who, and people can be whoever they want to be, but I don't know why people have an issue with people who say that they are regular. That does not, I don't understand that. Some people just like being regular, not with all the extra stuff. You know, they just like regular stuff. And women get bashed for that, or for saying they're regular. But I'd rather be top tier regular than bottom tier extravagant, is what some people are out here trying to be. I don't know, but I just be yourself. If I could say anything, just be who you are. And if you want to be extra, be extra. If you want to be regular, be regular. That's who you are. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna start my YouTube and kind of see where this goes. I don't know, it feels different because, you know, like when you're thinking you have so much to say and so much to talk about, and then you get in front of the camera and it's like all your thoughts are there together and you're like, what in the world am I going to talk about? Or do I have enough to talk about? Are people going to be interested in what I'm going to say? So I don't know, but I guess perhaps if I were to ever get into like seriously doing reviews of certain products, which I am, because we've gotten into perfume and I've slowed down on perfume because I was heavy at one point, but yeah, I might talk about some perfumes that I like. Not all of them at one time, just maybe talk about a fragrance here or there, and you know, just some of the things that I hear people say about the fragrance. A lot of people like more so sweetie perfumes or fruity perfumes, and if you try to introduce something else in the mix, then it's like, I can't believe they say that smells good. For example, Tom Ford's Black Orchid. I love that perfume. It's not one perfume that I would wear all the time, but it's a fragrance that I love. It's kind of like of course I won't wear it during the day, but it's a night fragrance, and it's very sexy. It actually reminds me of Provocative. I don't know if you ever had that. That's a throwback from back in the day. I guess that's what throwback means back in the day, but it's a throwback perfume, and that was one of my perfumes that at my age I was wearing, and probably shouldn't have been, but it was just one of those perfumes that I actually absolutely loved. So yeah, so what else I said I was going to talk about on my channel? I don't know. I just want to be myself. My personality allows it for me to have something like this because, like I said, I'm a people person, which really is interesting because I'm shifting, or I have shifted. I'm not necessarily saying that I'm becoming an introvert, but I kind of like being a little bit at home now. I used to go all the time, constantly on go, from house to house, party to party. I was there, and then it's like now, I don't think it's because I got married. I don't know. It could be because I work all the time or I have a lot going on as to the reason why I love being at home. But yeah, so I hope this was a good introductory video that I'm gonna put on my channel. I hope you all are engaged, and I look forward to sharing more about me and what I'm doing. Like I said, probably my next video it's not gonna necessarily be me actually braiding hair. because like, how would I do that? Spend 5-10 minutes showing you how I braid hair now. But I don't know. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna work this thing and see. So nevertheless, tie of all trades.